All right, great. Well, thanks for being here. My name is Jacob, and so I've been with Corey today, and going to be running through our meditation. And for the way we'll do it today, I just wanted to talk for a little bit at first, just give a little overview of the topic we're going to be talking about today. And if anyone wants to add anything to that or have anything to say, we can kind of have this as a little bit of discussion time before we do our meditation. In lieu of this topic here, with the fall season, the leaves starting to change, I personally try to spend a decent amount of my time in nature when I have free time. And I've been contemplating the idea of change lately, and how the inevitableness of change and how everything does change. Our bodies change. We're constantly changing everything around us. The world is literally changing. And as I was contemplating that, it just really had me embracing that idea. And personally, I've tried to work on that throughout probably the last decade of my life, is really embracing the inevitableness of change and the constant nature of change. And so with that being the season too, and us kind of seeing it, not only maybe feeling it personally, but also just seeing it on that literal scale in our world, in nature, of the change that's going on really at every level. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there and think about that for our meditation today. If anyone has any comments or anything on that, please feel free to share your feelings on change, the nature of change. Cool. So let's go ahead and begin our meditation today. Usually, as you can see for me, I like to sit. If you're in a chair, just find yourself in a comfortable place. If you want to sit on the ground cross-legged, that's great too. But just give yourself a minute right here to feel your body, to get into yourself, to find your comfort in your space right now for this next little period of time while we're together. Let's really find our comfort zone right now, in our body, in our seat. And if you want to close your eyes, feel free to. If you want to just kind of draw your eyes a little more closed, not fully closed, but just kind of stare at the ground a little bit. Just find some kind of focused where our eyes are wandering a little less, as we may tend to do during the day when we're busy and we're in the constancy of everything is going on. We're literally, our eyes are bouncing around, changing every second. So during this time of meditation here, let's find our breath and either eyes closed or just find a space a few feet in front of you to gaze upon. And start to take a few deep breaths. You want to count to 3 on your inhale. 3, and release for 3. We'll do a few more of these slower breaths in and out. Even our breath changes. We can take these longer breaths that kind of relax our body, or when we're moving, when we're doing stuff, we find ourselves breathing differently. It's just that nature of change. And it's nice to take this time together right now to get in touch with that breath a little bit and change ourselves into a slower state. So as we're finding our breath, we're going to think about our body. We're going to go through a body scan starting at our feet. The feet are touching the ground. You can think about that literal magnetic connection that you're making with the earth and grounding yourself in the earth, your feet touching the earth, being there with the earth. If you need to wiggle your toes a little bit, Feel your feet, pop your heels up a little bit to feel your ankles. And just kind of ride that up, just scanning our body. How are we feeling in our calves? The back of our knees, the front of our knees. Just checking in with our body as we scan it upwards. Our thighs, our upper legs. If you want to tense any of these areas and release them, you can hold our legs tight, kind of quench them for a second. Quench them for an inhale cycle and release. Our lower body does so much work, even when we're sitting. Our hips, our hip area, into our lower back. I can feel that when I'm meditating and I sit upright, I can feel a little release in my lower back. It's always nice. And in the hips. Scan the stomach area, the organs in there. Keep letting yourself take those long, deep breaths. Feeling our body relax and slow down. As we move up our spine, we think about our spine and the anchor of our body, our nervous system. Can we relax our spine? Let our sitting bone, our hips, take the weight of our body right now as we sit. Relax our upper back and our chest area. Maybe you pull the shoulder back just a little bit, pushing the shoulder blades together. Expanding our chest for more air to enter and be released. And as we take these breaths and we check in with our body, I invite yourself to just feel the changes that have taken place over these few minutes that we've been meditating together. Feel our upper back, our neck area, the front of our neck, our vocal cords, our entire neck area, our jaw. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Any tension between our eyes, can we relax that? Even relaxing our ears, just letting ourselves listen compassionately. And then the top of our head, our crown. We're going to sit in silence for a few minutes as we let our entire body scan just be released from our feet to our crown. Our arms, if you want to clench your arms for a minute and release them. Clench your back or chest and neck and release it. I'm going to sit in silence for a few minutes and just feel our calmness. As we bring our awareness out of our body scan, I want to see if we can take our awareness to our mind and contemplate change. Can we think of a time where change occurred, as small as watching a movie or a TV show that surprised us, or a friend or a family member surprised us with their change, with their behavior, or we surprised ourselves with our own change, or even a pet, seeing a pet change, or even thinking about the seasons change. Changes in ourself over time, literally, hairstyles, fitness, clothing, and then the changes internally that we've made for ourselves too. Even the change to, on a Monday, to take time out of your day to be here, that's a change. So we'll take a couple minutes here to contemplate the changes we've experienced, even in these moments or overall in our lives. I invite you to reconnect with your body, thinking about the crown of your head again, releasing yourself from the thoughts of change and going back into a literal change of scanning the body and changing our awareness as we start with the crown of our head. And we can just think about kind of waking up these body parts as we scan back through them, through our eyebrows, our eyes, our nose, mouth area, ears, jaw. You can move it a little bit if you want, taking that down to the neck and the shoulders, our arms, our fingers. Maybe start to move them a little bit to our chest, our upper back, following our spine down again to our lower back and abdomen area, our hips. And give a deep breath for that area, the hips and lower back. Back into our legs, our thighs, our glutes. Feeling our knees, the back of our knees again. Our calves. Maybe even pick your heels up a little bit and stretch your ankles out slightly. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Feel your feet connected to the earth. As we complete this meditation, I just invite you to bring awareness to this time that you gave yourself to be here and to let yourself bring awareness to yourself. What a gift. What a gift to take this time for ourselves. The gift of change. You want to wiggle your feet and your toes a little bit. You can let go of your deeper breaths and open your eyes if you like. I don't have a bell or I would ring it right now. Ring.